There we go. So go ahead, Mallory, and open up the floor whenever you'd like to.
Okay, I'm just gonna press this button. Okay. Well, thank you for coming, guys. I'm glad you're here to come learn. And so this is Janelle, you already met her. And then Bridget, who's gonna be leading the call, is one of our top leaders, and she's been with Q for 4 years. And she just really loves helping people create their businesses from home and just be able to work from home and support them on their journey. And she's a mom of 2, and she likes rap, so that's cool. Gangster rap, actually.
Not just any rap, like hip hop, gangster rap, 90s.
Yeah. So thanks for doing this, Bridget. I'm happy to meet you.
I'm so excited to meet you too, and thanks for having me. I wore my beanie today because I'm out in San Diego, California, and it got cold, which is like 60 degrees, which I know for you guys is like, give me a break. Ooh, look, my laptop's coming on. But I'm not going to bother with that since I'm on my phone. Distraction. Anyways, so out here in the West Coast of the US, and I just thought I would warm up for you guys. I know you guys are chilly where you all are. And so I'm just excited to be here tonight. I'm going to share some information with you about Q. Clearly, you are invited to hear about this for a lot of different reasons, to be honest. I'm just going to break this down for you to keep it super real. Some of you might be here to just strictly help your friend out. Some of you are here because you're curious about things, could be the product and or the business. Regardless, we're just grateful that you're here tonight to hear about what we are a part of, Q Sciences, because our whole thing, this like light, do you see this light? It's like somebody shining down. Do you see that? There's like a gold halo on my head right now. It's distracting. Anyways, so much of what we do with Q Sciences is really just let people know who we are and what we have to offer. Yes, we will share product. Yes, we will share business. And like I said, some of that may be of interest to you. None of it may be of interest to you, which is absolutely great. But what we do know to be true, and what I would love for you all to just do, regardless of what your thoughts are right now, and even at the end of this, is just to keep your eyes and ears open to what we have. Because if not you, someone that you know now or in the future very well may want, need, or could benefit from any of this. And this is what we're about as a company, which I love. Right? So nobody's locking the door or sending something to your house to like make you sign up and do the thing. Not at all. But we've been doing this business now for quite some time, having great, great success. And my heart lies with the products that we have. So I'll go ahead and let whoever is going to do the slides for me, since I can't on my cell phone, go ahead and throw up a slide. I know the first slide is my face telling you a little bit about me. So I will start off by saying that, like you've already heard, I'm a mom of 2 teenagers, 18 and 16. I got started in this industry when they were toddlers. I didn't do a whole lot, but it exposed me to what I could potentially do as a stay-at-home mom at the time, because I saw a ton of personal development, which I loved. And B, a lot of other men and women doing phenomenal things business-wise. And what spoke to my heart as a stay-at-home mom at the time was I could have my cake and eat it too. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. But I also realized once I was a stay-at-home mom that I wanted more. And it took me a lot of years to echo those, to say those words, because I felt bad for saying that. And what I meant was the dream that I had came to life, but it wasn't enough for me. I wanted to be like my dad, who immigrated here from Portugal and created something massive that's still here in his absence 22 years later from nothing. And I want to do that myself for my family, having watched him, but I still wanted to be a mom. And so long story short was I saw that that could happen in the industry. And so 8 years, I actually got started. And almost 4 years ago now, well, actually, I should say almost 9 years ago, I got started. Almost 4 years now, I partnered with Q Sciences for so many reasons, which I'll share with you here on the next slide. So as you can see, my lights just went out, which I did not mean to say. They're on now. Who cares? You don't need to see me. Look at the slide. I love this slide because it has a warm space in my heart just looking at that picture. I'm going to be honest, you guys can read the bullet points, right? You can see these amazing facts. And by me not speaking them doesn't mean that they're not important. I just want to add something to this slide for you. And the fact of the matter is, I was impressed when I got started back in 2018, or should I say when I flew out to meet with our owners to start to partner and leave another project that I was making 6 figures with to start completely fresh with Q, because I heard 2 important things. Number one, I heard about the track record in which they had started this company back in 2012, primarily offering products in doctors' offices. And for me as a person, I thought, well, these products must be amazing if doctors were purchasing them. But my business cap said, holy moly, what do we have our hands on if doctors were recommending these to patients? But then I heard the hearts of our company owners and what their plans were. But what I loved most was they said, look, we're not ready for you. We have a goal and a plan to change this company starting at 2018 to go the route we are today, but we are nowhere near where we can be. We're nowhere near where we will be. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be hard. And I love the transparency behind that. And I also love the opportunity behind this fresh new start. And so as you can see here, we've done amazing things since that time. I've been blessed to be here since that beginning of time, humbled by the fact that what they said they wanted to do was happening, and the transparency behind the difficulties in rebranding and starting a launch of a new company that's hard. They've always been transparent, never fluff. And so you can see we've come a long way in a short time, and we're nowhere near where we're going. I actually am privy to be able to be what's part of our equity council. That basically means, which is really cool, that I got chosen for 2 years in a row by our 2 owners to serve on a council to help advise what they're doing, to be the voice for our field, not just what I care about, but what all of you would want and care about. And so it's just been so great to have that partnership. It was a little bit intimidating, even though I wanted it to think they care about what I say, but they really do care about what every one of us says, because they're building this for us and with us. And I do truly believe that the reality of the transparency and how they want to do things differently, coupled with that partnership, is what is allowed, what has taken place to take place, and what will come here in the next few years, even just the next quarter, to continue to do so. So go ahead to the next slide. So these are really our true main partners. We have a whole corporate office that are willing to work with us at all times. But these 3 gentlemen truly are running the ship, or driving the ship, if you will. So first and foremost, you see Mr. Mark Wilson. As you can see by his accolades, he really has a phenomenal track record. Yes, he's a successful NFL quarterback star. Yes, he's successful in business, but let's be honest. Well, I'll be honest with you. I've met a lot of successful people in business. Unfortunately, I've met people that kind of are slimy behind the scenes, even though they're successful. People are people. I fell in love with this man's heart because of the core values that he really wanted to lead with. When we sat in that meeting to say, we know we can be better, we want to be better, but this is why we think we can be better and how we want to make it happen. And my heart just melted. He's like a grandfather without being disrespectful to his age, right? But he's like that warm and fuzzy person, And so here I am so many years later to still sit here and watch him be on stage as every rank comes up to get a reward and his face gets flush red. He has cared more about, yes, of course he wants to build something phenomenal, but he wants to do it to make sure that everyone along the path, myself, maybe perhaps you, people at corporate and our shipping, are all improving their lives along the way. And I just loved that about him. And I love that that's still the person he is today, and it's not changing. Mr. Jake Spencer was a pill to swallow, I'll be honest. because he's so direct. And he has been a part of this industry, so super successful. He's never built a business, a true company like he's building here with Q on the corporate side. But he wanted to completely change the industry and run it as a true business and really kind of open up some of the poop that's existed in the industry. Like when you hear MLM is this and that and the negative connotations, completely understandable and understandably so, because there is a lot of unfortunate behaviors that take place. Some of them are human errors, some of them are company errors, but I love that this man is so transparent. He is very direct. I respect that. So he's truly shaking the trees, if you will, behind what we're doing. He's responsible for so much of the promos and the comp plans that we're building. A phenomenal mentor. Both of these gentlemen I'm very close with. I'm being mentored one-on-one by Jake. We all, both Mark and Jake and my families, are very close. And I just very much respect that relationship and know that it doesn't just stop with me because I've been here a long time or I have a high rank. They want that interaction with all of us. So if you're the kind of person that craves connection, having your hands in the pot, really creating a business with people, boy, are these gentlemen you need to know. And then Dr. Kimberly, he's basically the gatekeeper of all of our products. And long story short, he has a phenomenal track record, both in holistic medicine and in the internal medicine world. And he brings to the table those two paths of experience, as well as his time with WebMD, collecting data. And so he's really passionate about giving people what they want and need based on their demands, the educated consumer, and really going towards the cause of problems versus fixing the problem or fixing the symptom, right? And so we are constantly innovative, constantly improving our products. Since I've been here, we've had multiple products improve multiple times because he is a man that believes science doesn't stand still. And so this curve really here just tells you what we're doing from a business standpoint. Some of you might not be interested in a business. I get that. But I want you to know that from a product standpoint, we are going to be known more and more because people see this chart here from business and they're in, right? And when people are in and they're sharing these products and these products actually work based on what Dr. Kimberly has in place for us, you are going to hear more and more stories and testimonies or buzz around the words Q Sciences. And it is true that when it does come to business, that timing means far more than talent. And that's something that we're super proud of here with Q, because I've never been in this industry before. Like my previous company that I was with before I came to Q, I was dabbling, but I didn't know what I was doing. I was just trying to keep up. And when I came here, I learned about business principles. And the reality of it is when you're truly following business principles, you are in a good sweet spot of the beginning of sharing information. Plus you have information systems, mentorship that help you share things easily with products that actually work and are in demand. There you go, right? It doesn't matter that you're at the bottom of a curve before a company takes off if you don't have good products and you don't have good mentorship. And we truly do have all of that. And so we're just so grateful to be a part of Timing and to be able to share that with other people that might be interested in enhancing their lives with a business opportunity, enhancing their lives with an additional income. And most importantly, looking for the products that we have, which we'll talk about here in a second. So you can go ahead and pop aside. So this is just a quick overview of all the products that we have. What I will say with this slide before we move on and hop on to just a couple different specific ones that you specifically might really love in your market is the bottom line is two things. Do you experience or know people that experience issues related to sleep, pain, or mental health? I'm not saying that that's the only thing that we have, but boy, are those three things that people are looking for solutions to left and right. And what's really cool is whether someone is like, I don't care what it is, if it's going to work, just give it to me, I'll take it. Or if you're the kind of person that says, yes, but I want to know every ingredient, I want to really research this before I get started, we have both of those people covered. Because we do have science, we do have testimonies, but we also haven't killed anybody yet, which might sound silly, but it's kind of important, right? And so we do have things for just general overall health and well-being, multivitamins, and specialty products. So what I would like you to do when we hop off the Zoom, when you follow up with the person that invited you, is what matters to you. See, we don't spend a ton of time on these Zooms because we would be here for hours if we talked about everything. But what is the issue or issues that you or your network might want to find solutions to? And we'll tell you if we have something and what we have that might work for you. But most importantly is you or your customers could try them for a 30-day money back guarantee and tell us. I love that. Since my time here with Q, I have never once had anyone return product to get their money back with our 30-day money back guarantee. That's huge. Now, I think it's first because I don't try to get someone to buy something they don't need. We listen. We're here to serve what people want and need, but we know our products work. So for me, that's not a salesperson. I like hearing, what do you want? What do you need? What are you looking for? Here we go. We've heard that this can help with these three things. You try it. I want you to tell me what you think. And that is super powerful. And so we're really proud to know that we have that standby and that we support our customers all the way through with that guarantee. So this is our most sought after product, 100% reordered time and time again. Hi, cutie bear. I see you. And it's called Q Core. And it's a conveniently packaged product that has 3 different items in a sachet for morning and afternoon. And we call it core because it goes after the core needs of your body. We have a micronutrient that's feeding your body and brain what it's not getting from food, whether it's because you eat really well and our soils and our foods just are not as good as they once were and the way our bodies were intended to have, or you're just on a crazy lifestyle, run around and you don't get to eat as well as maybe you would like to try to. And then we have a product called Align that addresses inflammation in our body, and we're all inflamed, whether it's because of our diet, whether it's because of health issues, whether it's because of external issues. And then we have a product that's specifically geared towards gut health. And it has been said that your gut is a direct pathway to your brain. And so we have found, I shouldn't say we, Dr. Kimberly has found over the course of his years in health, not just here at Q, that these 3 things really matter. People are feeling a difference on these products. But what I love more than anything is when someone uses them and then they stop. Either it's because they're like me and stubborn and want to test it and see how it really is, or they run out. And they notice more so how they're not feeling since they've been off of it. So right now I want to invite Mallory on to share her story because I know she's really got a great testimony about using Q Core.
Hello. Okay, so I use Q Core and I have really noticed huge, I think it's the Align, probably the Max is doing it too, but just I used to always have sore hips and back and knee, I would have lots of pain, just in the morning, not major pain, but just stiffness. And I feel so much better now and not in pain all the time, which has been so nice. And then the biotics too, I find it's a pre and probiotic, have really helped with my digestion. So that's been really nice. So I haven't stopped taking them. I've only been taking them. But I do notice how I feel really good, especially with moving. I just feel so good with my movement. And my chiropractor actually told me that I was moving really well. My joints were moving really well and stuff. So or bones or whatever it is that they move. But I thought that was kind of cool. So that's my little testimony.
Awesome. Thank you. And a lot of people do truly talk about how different they feel. And then they go, is this really, I don't know, we'll see. And then the skeptical ones tend to be like, oh, I don't know. And then they stop and they're like, oh, wow. Okay. I see the difference. So thanks for sharing that. Our collagen. Look, you can see here my little buddy, Jeff, there with his hair regrowth. He actually joked and said that he felt like his baseball cap felt a little bit tighter with all his extra hair. My husband's thinning spot in the back is actually gotten full. The bottom line is behind these products is they are medical grade liquid collagen that is highly absorbed. We have multiple types of collagen, multiple places in which we're extracting the collagen from. And again, more than anything is people are feeling and seeing a difference using collagen. It's a very popular product in the world right now, collagens. You just got to make sure that you're getting something that truly is absorbing. And again, like I said, what I love is that we just let people try it and see the difference. I have a friend that's trying it right now, comparing it to the powdered collagen that she was using. I said, here, go ahead. She purchased it for 30 days. We'll see her testimony. I know what it will be because I've heard that a time and time again compared to what she's using, but it's not about me. It's about her experience. So I want to ask Jenna to hop on really quick and share her story about collagen.
Hello, I'm Jenna. I've been with Q for about 3 months, and collagen is the reason why I'm here. I was kind of in the market for collagen, and it just so happened that Janelle's and I, everything coincided. And so I bought collagen. I have a 10.5-month-old baby. So I had like that crazy postpartum hair loss, and I just was like over it. So I don't know if you can see, but I've got like a ton of hair growth. I should send a picture to Mallory, or she can pop on my Instagram, but the hair growth, I can't even put my hair in a ponytail, and it's just like my whole head is just full, and I don't even know what to do with it. I can finally clip this big section back, but the hair growth has been insane. And so now I'm on my second bottle of collagen, and now I'm starting to see a lot of changes in my skin. So it started in my hair, but now I just kind of feel like just like an overall glow. I haven't used a Instagram filter in like a week because it's been like, oh, my skin is actually looking really good. So yeah, I will continue to order it. And my husband is now taking it as well, hoping to have results like Jeff in those pictures. So yeah, I would recommend it time and time again.
Awesome. So good. That's so funny. I'm thinking like go back to the 80s and like gel. I actually complain, although it's good, that I have to get my nails done regularly. But you know what the best thing is in this liquid collagen, and everyone's like, wait, what? Chiming in. So it's like, I intentionally say it, but I got literally 2 numbers last week when I got my nails done, because they're like, wait, I've heard about that. What's the deal? So really exciting to have what people are looking for, but again, what works. Now, terpenes we're so beyond excited about, especially in the Canadian marketplace, because there has been a lot of talk about CBD, for example. And CBD is such an interesting world because it's in some countries, it's not in some countries. Even here in the United States where it is, there's so much junk behind it. There's so much marketing buzz behind what you think you're getting and what you're not. And what we're really loving about terpenes is that we're just taking what we already knew to be true about essential oils and amplifying them, really. And nobody has done this in the direct sales space ever. We're literally the first company in the direct sales space to ever have terpenes tinctures. There have been many, many companies that have done essential oils, and they're great. Now, the problem, or I wouldn't say problem, the frustration behind what I've seen with essential oils is there's a lot of education behind how can you use it? Can you ingest it? Can you put it on your skin? What do you have to do? There's a lot of things. And what I love about our terpenes products to the beauty of what we know essential oils can do holistically for the body is that our company has taken the guesswork out. And so we have 3 formulas right now that you can take sublingual, meaning you put it under your tongue, to get beautiful results. As you can see here by the name, we have one that helps with your comfort. We have one that helps you create. We have one to share his story with you on terpenes and what it's done for him.
Sorry, were you introducing me? I couldn't hear it. Your Wi-Fi was breaking up.
Yeah, it's you, Eric. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I was with Q. I just started about a month ago being an ambassador. My friend Jada, who actually she suggested me to come to this call and everything for this. She said, look, I know you've been dealing with shoulder pain because my left shoulder has always been screwed up. There's just a horrible past with ex-boyfriends and stuff. And then I have back problems just from dance. But I got to try Comfort from her. And I have to say that's probably like a game changer because within 15 minutes, like the ligaments that I could feel like in my back that were like tight, it felt like they were like loosening up, and I was like, oh, this feels good. Like I actually feel like I can go and do like a yoga class or go and work out and like feel fine and everything, and like my shoulders stopped aching, which felt really, really good. And then I told her like, hey, like, do you have one? Because like her and I think alike, and if she's anything like me, she's got voices in her head. So that's when chill came into effect, where I asked her like, hey, do you have the chill one, because you're talking about it? And my mind races a mile a minute. It never stops. It just always keeps going. And I get really bad like panic attacks for anxiety. And taking the chill terpene really helped bring that down. Like within like, I want to say it was like 5 minutes. She gave it to me and I was like sitting in my car talking to her. And I was like, whoa, it's a game changer. Like it felt so good. Because like I actually felt like I could focus and I could do something, and I actually felt normal for once, not like I was going insane. I also do drag racing as well, so I can't wait for the next year to come out. So when the next race season comes out, I have a car that's going faster than, because this is in mile per hour. I have a car that's going faster than 200 mile an hour in the quarter mile. That's like 6.6 seconds in the quarter mile. And I get really bad anxiety with that. So I'm really hoping, and I have really high hopes, and I feel like it's really going to work for chill to like help chill me out, but like in a way that it's not going to impair me. So like these 2 products have been a game changer. And as soon as Jada let me try them, like I was like, I need the sleep spray because I have a horrible sleep schedule. I absolutely love that. The terpenes I got, and I also got a line because I have asthma, and it really helps with the inflammation. Had to throw that in there, sorry. But yeah, other than that, that's my testimonies.
That's so awesome. I'm so glad you shared that. I mean, going 200 miles per hour, I don't know why you're freaked out. Like, no big deal. My son races quads competitively. So as the mom watching that, I'm like, holy moly. So I love your story, Eric. That's so awesome because let's be real, like people are suffering with anxiety and all those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, sleep. You're not operating on a full tank of gas if you're burning the candle at both ends. When you're in pain, it's hard to have good quality of life. And mental health, there's no surprise, right? It's not shocking that people are suffering. And so those are just a few of the things that we're able to help. So I was just so glad that you shared those, all of your stories, because that's the reality behind what's going on. And again, you guys, there's even more. There's even more than that. So here you're looking at our compensation plan. And I want to just point out the fact that we get paid truly, in my opinion, only 2 ways. You will see that there are 3 ways, but number 3 happens as you build number 2. So let me just tell you first and foremost that The reality of it is, in this industry, we are blessed with the fact that we have great products that we can share stories like you just heard tonight. And if and when somebody purchases off your e-commerce website, you'll get paid a commission. And as you can see by that box number 1, up to 35%. And this is what I tell people all the time. Just foresight from a side business if you're looking for some additional income, especially when people try our products and they love them because they're looking for a solution, and you know other people out there are as well. What if you only had one customer every single month for a year? You could in fact potentially have 1,200 in customer volume at the end of the year, in which case you're going to be making 30%. Is it worth your time to just get one customer a month? Absolutely. So that's like bare minimum. But what we find is people are doing far more than that. And then box number 2 shows what can happen when you and some other friends are doing this with you. Or when you as the business person perhaps are sitting here saying, whoa, I could help open multiple franchises across the country, across the globe. What's potential here? We have people that are looking just to partner with a couple people to full-blown global distribution. Doesn't matter. What I want you to look at is the third or the second blue box on the right that shows monthly team commissions, because people are making anywhere from $50 a month to $750 a month. I have multiple people on my team making $15,000 a month, $25,000 a month. We have people in the company making $120,000 a month. Nobody yet has hit that final blue box at the bottom. That's how new we are. The fact that I'm sharing with you isn't about the numbers. It's about what's possible and what can happen for you with whatever it is that you want. So really quickly, I'd like to introduce Janelle to you, because she's only been with us for a few months and she's hit the rank of executive. And I tell people all the time, like, what if it took you a year to spare time part-time, for example, hit the rank of executive? That's just 2 people that have partnered with you, and we've helped those 2, and we've helped those 2, and above and beyond, either build a business with us or buy product. And she's earning an additional $250 a month. And there's bonuses up to $500 a month. And she's only getting started. And so it's just beautiful to see what can happen with a little bit over the course of time. However, I'm not going to downplay Janelle and what she's been able to do in a short period of time. So I want Janelle to pop on and share her story with you as to what she's been able to do with Q with us. Here with us at Q.
Thank you, Bridget. Hello, everybody. I'm Janelle. I'm in Vancouver, and the rank of executive is awesome. It's been pretty fun growing like that. But I want to share a story with you that really stood out to me my first month with Q. And it was to do with some feedback about the products and the labeling and the marketing towards weight loss. And my background's physiology and exercise science. And so I have a lot of demographics in Vancouver that are healthy and fitness kind of type gurus. And the feedback was about this marketing on labels and the packaging. And then so I approached Katie Bristow, who's one of my leaders and mentors, Equity Council, and she went to corporate within 3 weeks to give feedback about this. And corporate actually heard my feedback. For me to be in a position after like my first month in with Q, to give feedback on products, to give feedback on testing for athletes, and to be heard within 3 weeks of that, spoke volumes to the timing of this industry, to be seen in this industry, and just knowing that there's less than 1,000 of us in Canada, to hopefully one day my goal is to be on the Equity Council. So then my voice has impact across the entire nation and of Canada. So my first one was that. And then my second month, third month was just growing to executive. My second month actually qualified for a trip to Utah, where I actually linked arms with Marielle Filipponi. She is the top ranking paid person in Q. She is highly respected. Is she your cousin, Bridget, I think? Or just a friend? I think she's your cousin.
She's just my bestie.
She's your best friend. Yeah. So Marielle, I met her this past weekend, and Alyssa Lacados, very highly respected women in this industry. And I got Mariel's phone number. I was like, I want your number. I want to text you every single day. And so we're talking daily. And just the fact that Bridget's on this call right now, who's also respecting this industry, just showcases how much support you get with Q. And I mean, yes, I'm executive and I'm excited about that, which is, it's awesome. But the fact that we are seen no matter our ranking here, it's pretty cool. So if you're here watching this on the replay or live, be curious about the business opportunity, because I have people in here who are moms of 6-month-olds, moms of 2 or 3, people who have busy lifestyles and they're still doing on the side. So just be curious.
Yes, yes. I love what you said. The 2 points that I really grabbed most was the fact that you will be seen regardless. Just speak out. It's great that you want to work to be on the council, but the great part is you don't have to wait to be on a council to be seen or heard, as you've already experienced, but to know that you can rise into those positions, because there are people out there that want a community that they're seen, heard, valued, and can manipulate in the best of the words, right? Meaning get your hands in and truly have an effect as to how we're building this company. And that's what Mark and Jake intended to do when they started this. They wanted to grow a company with the field, by the field. And that's why these councils exist. And so you guys, we've talked a lot about some of the products that we have, who we are as a company, what the potential from income is. Many, many people truly just love our products and are a phenomenal billboard of customers. And we're so grateful to know that the majority of our sales are coming from customers that have nothing to do financially with the company. But we also know that oftentimes when people try a product, feel amazing, it's a naturally networking business for them to build on the side. All the way to someone sitting back with their business hat going, whoa, timing, having a voice, systems, support, wherever you fall in here, even if you're just the friend saying, high five, thanks for having me on. I will keep you in mind when I share or when I hear other people looking for what we have. We love that all we are is looking to share this information and scoop up the ones that want it, right? And so we have tons of tools for people like Janelle and myself to be able to share. I do everything off of my phone unless I'm doing these, well, why? I'm doing this Zoom on my phone, right? Like it's quick and easy. And I learned a system that I plugged into that helped. And I quickly learned to share that system and teach it. Completely duplicatable. I would have never been able to do this before if I didn't have the support of the company. I tried my previous company. I failed. Turntable system, looking for the lookers. We have everything that you need, but I will give you a little tip into what's going on to next year as we wrap up. Some of these things are going to get even more simple. We are improving our products. We are enhancing our compensation plan, especially for those that love to get customers and never want to recruit, whether because it's not in their wheelhouse, they feel they're not good, whatever it is. We love customer getters here. We love that people can build a business strictly by sharing product, as it should be. But as you can see by this slide, we give you everything that you would need for $40 to get started, right? But more importantly, you have way more than you need. What you truly have, that's not on this slide, well, is support, right? You're going to have the community. You're going to have the training. We're going to go as slow or as fast as you want for whatever your goals are. We want to hear you. We know that there are many people out there seeing this opportunity as valuable because they're looking for something, right? There are a lot of people out there looking for additional income or some sort of solution. What we want you to know is that we will take you through what we have, help you put together a game plan and a business plan to get what you want with realistic expectations, and take you through the success that we've experienced and give you an honest roadmap to how to get there. So again, like I said earlier, I'm really honored to be here with you with my beanie tonight. Super glad that you guys could be here. I know some of you are here virtually, some of you sitting at home. I've taken up way more time, but I just felt very compelled to just chat with you and tell you all of the things and all of the stories. So I'm just grateful for you to be here tonight. Thank you for allowing me to share my story and share Q with you. I would hope that you would get the questions answered, not just what you think. What I want you to find out is what we aren't as much as what we are, because I had a lot of preconceived notions as to what we probably were not and what we were. So get your questions answered. Try the products that you find to be interesting. Tell us what you like best. And I hope you guys all have a very happy holiday. And thanks again for having me on tonight. So see you guys soon.
Mallory, do you want me to close the call or stop the recording?
Yeah, you could totally stop the recording. That'd be great.
Okay, 1 second.